Slime Rancher. Is it worth a buy? Let's read the words of the developer. Slime Rancher is the tale of Beatrix LeBeurre, a plucky young rancher who sets out for a life 1,000 light years away from Earth on the far, far range, where she tries her hand at making a living wrangling slimes. Yes, guys, it's Slime Rancher. This has been out about a year now, but I'm just getting around to doing it. You play the part of Beatrix LeBeurre, a French horrible prison officer, I think. I think she's a deranged prison officer. And what she does is she goes around this planet and she captures these cute little slimes that wouldn't hurt anybody. She sucks them into her horribly designed backpack gun, which must really hurt the poor little things. They just get sucked straight into this. It's like a vacuum cleaner, you know. And then she takes them back to her ranch and makes a cage for them, a cage for these cute things, and then just fires them into the cage, splatting them off the sides of the cage or the floor. She doesn't care, because Beatrix is a twat. And she just fires them in there, and then they can't get out, and they're all like saying, let me out, what is this captivity? We've never been in captivity before. And she's, shut up, you little bastards. And do you know what, guys? Do you know why she does it? She does it because she has a fetish for poo. That's right, I mean, she is French, of course, but she collects the poop. And you know what? There are other ranchers like this who captivate these little slimes in a concentration camp, and then they sell their poo. They trade poo with each other on the big poo thing. There's a big poo network. It's like Wall Street for poo, and you can sell poo. And poo is the currency, guys, because you sell that shit from them poor little slimes, and then that gives you money. And then you know what you buy? You buy bigger concentration camps with your money, and you go and collect other slimes. There's some that's like little kittens, little kitteny slimes. Put them fuckers in a cage as well, and we'll collect their shit, and their shit's worth more. And then there's little rocky slimes, rocky little slimes. Get them as well. Then there's little flappy ones that are scared of the daylight, and they can only come alive in night time. So you put them in a cave. It's bad enough being in a fucking cage, but a cage in a cave. And then just get them to do their shit, and you just feed them stuff so they have more shit, so you can sell the shit. And that's this game, guys. You are a deranged freaking poo fetished gathering salesman. But it doesn't end there, guys. Oh no. As you collect more exotic slimes, as you unlock more of the planet and you explore, you will find rare slimes that are on the verge of extinction. But Beatrix doesn't give a fuck. She just sucks all them up as well, brings them back to our ranch, puts them in a fucking cage. But you know what, guys? Do you know the worst thing about this? Do you know the worst thing? The worst thing. Power, guys. Power. When is enough shit enough, eh? How much shit do you want, eh? How much fucking shit is enough shit? She goes insane. She goes insane with power, and she tries to create the perfect race. She does. She tries. She experiments. You see, guys. She makes incinerators and incinerates fucking slimes that aren't quite right. You know, she just fucking incinerates them. But do you know what? Do you know what she does? She makes slimes eat shit. She literally throws shit, but not the shit that the slimes have shitted. No. She will get shit from, say, the pink slimes, the cute pink slimes, and feed it to the little kittens. And do you know what that makes them do? They grow into this big slime. It's a big slime. And then she'll take that out. That's stage one of her fiendish, horrible, inhumane experiments. She takes the big slime out, and do you know what she does with that? She then feeds that a different type of shit, and it turns into a monster, a hideous monster. She's created that. She thinks she can take over the world with this monster. But you see, that's when things went horribly wrong, guys. The monster, she put it back in with the little kittens and it ate them all, but little did she know, it turned them into more big monster slimes, and then they took over, and Beatrix had to run because the monsters took over her whole... Mac, stop it. It's not that at all. Guys, it's not. It's a cute little game where you have to farm little slimes, and they're so nice and cuddly, and you do incinerate them, of course, but you feed them, you put them in the little cages, pens, the little play pens. They like to play in the pens. Yes, they're cramped and they're trying to get out, but no, it's not that game. The little play pens, and they like being in there, they're happy. and then you feed them. You grow carrots, you put fields down, you grow carrots, you grow fruit, and each slime has a preference of what food they like. And if you feed them the right stuff, they will do double the amount of shit. And then you're just selling the shit. It's just manure. It's just manure. You have a chicken coop, you breed chickens and you feed them chickens. You unlock the island, loads of different things around the island. You get loads of different add-ons as well. You will get automatic feeders. You will get loads of little gadgets like teleporters and things to make farming so much easier. You get to have blueprints. You make all kinds of gadgets. You get water cannons to fight off those fiendishly nasty slimes. You've got all different types of slimes in all different types of environments on this little planet. There's fire slimes that feed off ash. That's why you have to sacrifice some little slimes to the incinerator, but it's for the greater good, so you can have even cuter slimes, the fire slimes. There's exploding slimes. There's all kinds of little roly-poly rock slimes that charge at you. There's all kinds. It's great fun, guys. It's great fun building your little ranch with little different coloured slimes, looking after them, feeding them, exploring the island and finding totally new types of slimes. I'm not going to tell you how you unlock some of the island, but it's quite hilarious, some of the things that you have to do to unlock certain areas of the island. There's quests to do for other ranchers. They'll say, look, if you bring me this, I'll give you that. And a lot of these are upgrades to you as well. You can make you run faster. You can upgrade your weapon. It's kind of like a vacuum cleaner, but you can upgrade it to hold more. And I just found the game really addictive and really good fun. Very relaxing as well. It can be quite hectic when you expand enough and you've got a lot of different slimes, because they all need feeding. You can get automatic feeders, but at the same time you still have to actually make sure you've got all the trees. You can get drones as well that'll pick your fruits and that. So you can automate it up to a point, but you will still find yourself running around and having lots to do. And you see the little cute faces and they look all hungry, and then you feed them and they're all happy and bouncy. And it's one of them. If you're feeling sad, this is the game for you, because it's one of them games that you'll easily just lose yourself in. You'll lose yourself for hours in this game, and you'll wonder where the time's gone. And it is fun. It's hard at first when you first get it. The first couple of hours is quite a steep kind of learning curve, trying to scrape money together. But once you've got a few pens going, you'll start selling rarer shit, and you can hoard shit. You can store shit in a big storage place for when the price goes up, because it is the stock market. I kid you not, it's a stock market of shit. So the longer you hold on to shit, the higher its value goes. Then sell the shit when it's high, sell high and buy low, guys. It's one of them kind of games, and there is a little bit of a story there. There's little notes left around by the ranch that you've come to find. You don't know who it is, and as you go through the story, you find different notes, and they tell you a little cute little story as well. So I'm going to thumb this up because it is a fun game, and it is a very addictive game. And there's a lot more to it than what I've said, but I don't want to spoil some of the things because some of the things are quite funny that you'll encounter when you play this game. It's $14.99, I believe, which isn't a great deal of money, and it looks so good as well. It runs well, and it's going to give you hours and hours of fun if you're into this kind of farming game. It's like a farming. It's that kind of Stardew Valley kind of expanding farming and all that kind of stuff. So there you go, guys. That's Slime Rancher. I'm definitely giving this a thumb up.